Hello again, you're in the newsroom here on Bloomberg UTV. It's the 4th International Boat Show that's unfolding in Mumbai. Today has been day one when it has been open to the public, and Radhika has been over there. Radhika, what's the mood like?
Well, the mood was very happy because there were plenty of boats which were taking around people for a little spin. And we saw a lot of children coming there as well. But just to give you a sense of how big or small this boat show is, if you look the world over, the biggest boat shows in Geneva or Valencia showcase about 2,000 boats on display. We, on the other hand, just had about 20 to 30 boats. So it's actually really the sailing industry is in its nascent stages. But if we talk about the number of exhibitors, that's gone up this year. We've had about 47 exhibitors from India and across the world. If I talk about some of the big ones globally, San Lorenzo, Technomar, Azimuth, those are the big names which are there. But the biggest names are still missing. So the yacht makers like Ferretti or Gulf Crafts, those are the guys who are missing. But still, we're taking baby steps. We're getting somewhere.
So this is a very nascent stage that we're looking at as far as the yachting industry is concerned, and Mumbai probably has the biggest chunk of it right now. But why aren't these big players participating? Because we are seeing such few players right now in the field.
Infrastructure, in one word, is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of the big players are not really participating in the boat show. We have a 7,500 kilometer long coastline, but think about it, we've only got just one adequately developed marina, and that too down in Cochin. So that's one key problem. Also, the market for yachting or luxury sailing in India is very, very limited. Globally, if one were to put a figure at luxury boats, that industry stands at about $40 to $50 billion globally. In India, we don't even count half a percent of that. So we're in a really, really nascent stage. But if you talk about the growing market in India, we were speaking to some analysts and industry experts today, and they do see the industry picking up by about 10 to 12 yacht sales annually. So that's a good sign.
That's right. So 10 to 12 as a number compared to what we see across the world in terms of the other places, like you mentioned, like Valencia, the kind of sales that you see over there. How soon before we get to a stage like that, when we see those kind of sales, and where exactly is the demand going to come?
Well, the demand is going to be from the 52 billionaires that we have in our country. And if you ask about the timeline will depend a lot on how soon the infrastructure for sailing in this country is developed. Also, let's not forget that in India, there is not a very popular sailing culture. So as infrastructure develops, there will be training institutes, because even if you have a yacht here, you need trained personnel to really operate that yacht. And as the number of billionaires go up, as the economy opens up, and as infrastructure gets built, Vikram, we do hope to see that number of 10 to 12 yachts really going up. But also a point to mention over here is that at this boat show, we're seeing not just luxury boats, we're also seeing boats which could be used for security purposes. Now, that's the market that's definitely growing. Also,
a long coastline, and that needs a lot of
absolutely
guarding.
After 2611, that has been top priority for a lot of people. And finally, we will also see growth in terms of cheaper boats. For instance, Mahindra Odyssey, which is one of the Indian boat makers at this boat show, they've come up with a boat which stands at 15 lakhs, and guess what, you can pay for it through EMI. So those options are also opening up at the moment.
Right. So of course, as soon as demand picks up, we'll see a larger boat show in the coming years. But right now, that's where it's at. This is the 4th International Boat Show. Thanks very much, Radhika, for bringing us up to speed with all that's happening over there. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Bloomberg UTV Newsroom. You can log on to our website, bloombergutv.com, and revisit all our stories. But for the moment, we are taking a break and returning with smart money for all your personal finance ideas. Stay tuned.